Hey, this is Steve, the product specialist here at 1000bulbs.com, and it's that time of year again. Christmas is right around the corner. We don't want you to miss your opportunity on getting everything you need, a checklist, so to speak, of Christmas goodies to make sure your installation looks just as good as those people down the street who spent thousands of dollars with professionals. You can do it all yourself. Stay tuned and find out how. Really, the first thing to consider is how many feet do you need? You know, and every house is going to be different, but every house can look just as good, no matter whether you're doing a 100-foot run or maybe you need 1,000 foot on your house, who knows? It's really the same concept. So the first thing you want to do is measure your house and figure out how many feet do you need and how do you want to break that up. The majority of people are going to use something like a 25-foot stringer, a 50-foot stringer, or a 100-foot stringer to make up their runs. Quickly, the differences between those three are this. The 25-foot stringer, you can plug those end to end. They come with a male and a female plug. It's easy to add those and connect them together. The 50-foot stringer, the 100-foot stringer, just a male end. They're really made to cover a particular distance, but you're not quite sure how much it's going to be. You can cut it off at the end, no big deal. Put some electrical tape over it, it's perfectly safe. At this point, one of the choices you will have to make is, do I want SPT1 or SPT2 wire? Real quickly, the difference is really the thickness of the insulation. SPT1 doesn't have quite as much coating on the wire. The majority of people in America need SPT1. It's going to work just fine in almost every type of environment, especially if you're only having your lights up for the season. The people who need SPT2, you're living in an extremely harsh environment. Your winters are really, really harsh. You just want to make sure that the lights can stand up to that environment. So you may want SPT2 if you consider yourself in that kind of environment. Or if you're that household that likes to keep their lights up all year long, nothing wrong with that. You're also going to want to go with SPT2. Otherwise, SPT1 is perfect for everybody else. You're going to have to decide whether you want C9s or C7s. C9s are the larger, somewhat more traditional size that you'd put on your roof lines, but there's plenty of reasons to put C7s elsewhere in your house as well. A reason you may select C7s is if you want something just a tad bit smaller, maybe your windows or pathway lights. At this point, we got to decide what technology do we want to use, incandescent or LED. Now, if you're like me, you love incandescent. They look great. They're traditional, they're warm, they make you just feel like Christmas, and there's nothing better really than that feeling. But it's difficult to get a lot of incandescent light bulbs on one circuit, and that's where LED really comes in. It's a great alternative. You're able to make your installation much simpler, much cleaner, and really with the technology, you're not losing a lot of that feel. The warm whites look great. If you wanted to go ahead and make it a pure white, you can make that happen. It looks fantastic as well. Complement them with colors, and you've got a 2021 version of Christmas. How are we gonna hang them on our roof line? I mean, if you can't hang them, what's the purpose of them, right? So let's talk about what you need, and the selection is going to be a variety of clips. You typically are going to have shingles, you're going to have some gutters around your house, and there's different kind of clips for each one. The industry has come up with what we call an all-in-one clip. 1000 Bulbs has got 3 different kinds. They each have a little different wrinkle that you can check out and see which one works best for you. Other than the all-in-one clips, you might be interested in what we call the speed shingle tab. That shingle tab is really great. It actually is exactly what the name implies. You can hang it very quickly. They're only going to work with shingles. If you have gutter, it's not going to work for you at all, but you have the ability to make that attachment to the stringer very easily. Installers love the speed tabs. There's also various kinds of gutter clips. Leaf gutter clips. If you've got gutters with a leaf screen on it, you gotta have a particular kind of clip for that. With the clips, you're able to hang your stringers of C9 lights. You could also add icicle lights to that. You could add mini lights to that. You're not just stuck with one style. So you're gonna wanna make sure you pick out the right clip. So I know you think you're done. You've got your lights up on your roof. You've walked to the street, you've turned around, you look, and you've admired your work. But you're missing a few things. You've got windows there, you've got trees, you've got shrubs, you've got your sidewalks, and you have opportunities to light all those up. One of the things you want to consider are what we call our pathway stakes. These are mounted stakes you're going to attach your stringers to and put those into the ground. There's different heights. Look through the offerings and pick out which ones will work best for you. People will call and ask us all the time, what's the best way to wrap the tree trunks? And really, mini lights work fantastic. whether it's incandescent or LED, you really can make those trees pop with the mini lights. I would give you one pointer. You want to get as tight of spacing as possible as you wrap that tree. Something like a 2.5 inch spacing or a 4 inch spacing really gives you more lights per square inch, and is going to from a distance, make that tree look even better. On your shrubs, I don't think I would go with mini lights for that. I would use our net lights. Net lights are extremely easy just to throw on top of there. They're 4x6. You can do one per shrub. And trust me, if you've got bushes like mine that are sharp, you don't want to go digging in there and trying to wrap those things. You come out needing a few Band-Aids. So get the net lights. They're going to work perfectly for you. And don't forget your windows. It's really a great way to accent and finalize all your lighting. You can add some different colors than what you normally have. You could use the same stringers that you had, the extra runs that you had. You can cut and snip and make your own custom runs right there. So again, don't fall asleep on the windows. Those extra light bulbs I told you to buy, it's a perfect place to put them. The final thing you want to consider to separate your house from the rest of the block is bulk wire. There really is nothing worse than finishing your job, turning around and seeing all those extension cords hanging everywhere. You want to be able to make this clean and simple, and that's where bulk wire comes in. Don't let it daunt you. It's really pretty simple. Get your bulk wire, get a complement of male and female plugs, what we call female inline plugs. These are all things you're going to want to buy, and you're going to be able to create what we call a mother line, to take one cord all the way around your house and add extension cords to it and hide everything that you want to hide. You have questions about how to make that work? We have plenty of experts here at the office. Just give them a call. They'll walk you through it. They've done this 1,000 times. They can make it easy. Everything on this checklist, something you need to talk about, give us a call. We'll figure it out for you, and I promise you, your house will be the best on the block. So to find all the products you need, visit our website, 1000bulbs.com. If you like this video, please click the red subscribe button and you'll see more just like it. I'm Steve, the product specialist at 1000bulbs.com, and we'll see you next time.